Hello, all you beautiful people out there. I can see you, and you're looking good. This is Extree. Plan is to drop it every week, every Tuesday. It'll be very brief. We'll just give you a roundup of Small Beans news as well as the news of the week, the news of the world. You know, we all need to know what's going on. Obviously, there's nowhere else you can find that out, so we'll clue you in. This is Extree for December 12th, in case you're not aware of what day it is today. I'm your host, Michael Swaim. The big Small Beans news this week is Small Beans exists. Small Beans is the name of this thing you're listening to. Right now, the Beans are Abe Epperson and myself and Adam Ganser, but we're bringing new people in all the time. And we're just going to make beans, and we're going to release those beans, and this is one of those beans, this being a sound bean. Right now, we're starting with podcasting. This week, we'll be unveiling 3 different podcasts. If you are subscribed to our feed, then yesterday you got 2 episodes of Frame Rate, our movie review show. Today, of course, Extree for December 12th, 2017. And on Thursday, we'll be dropping the first episode of Tales from the Pit, our podcast about struggles with depression and other forms of mental problems. Challenges. And that's going to be great too. Interview with a lot of cool people. So please give everything a listen. If you like it, it would mean very, very much to us if you would go ahead, rate, review, and subscribe to the feed. The more written reviews we get and the more stars we get, the more our channel shows up in people's feeds and gets recommended by iTunes, etc. We are on iTunes, Stitcher, and TuneIn. Basically all the places you can get podcasts. What else? Thank you, everyone who helped us reach our first Patreon funding goal. Oh, by the way, there you go. To find out everything else that's going on at Small Beans, and that will include video projects coming up pretty shortly, of course, as well as other audio projects and all sorts of fun stuff. That's over at patreon.com/smallbeans. You can email us at allthesmallbeans@gmail.com, and you can find me on Twitter at SWAIM_CORP. So that's all the ways to get in touch with us. On to the news of the week, and throw it to the turn-of-the-century paperboy Jonny Papes, who lives inside of my pocket. How are you doing, Johnny? You got some headlines for us today? Extree, hot off the presses. All the news that's fit to shout at you on your way to work. Extree, read all about it. Polls have opened in a hotly contested Alabama Senate race. This publication urges you, vote against Roy Moore, likely sex predator, and for Doug Jones, a man who we don't know if he's a sex predator yet, but it'll probably turn out he is 10 years from now the way things have been going. Extree. Wildfires continue to ravage Southern California, urging many to say, screw it, when it comes to household chores. Burned laundry is done laundry, says everyone sensible in unison. Hot off the presses. Paul Rubens, best known as Pee Wee Herman, was caught masturbating at a porno theater again, and has been lauded by all as a relatively inspirational figure in modern entertainment landscapes. Extree. Disgraced comedian Louis C.K. accused of masturbating in front of Paul Rubens in a pathetic attempt to resuscitate his image. Extree. Hot off the presses. John Lasseter announces new animated feature to star Dustin Hoffman, Kevin Spacey, and America's Sense of Innocence. Film slated for a Christmas 2004 release. Extree. Roy Moore, famed pedophile, is under fire for identifying slavery-era South as the greatest period in American history, despite the existence of the Discovery Channel's Shark Week. Extree. In related news, the avalanche of disgraced men in Washington and Hollywood has many asking, should we maybe give women some of these jobs? A panel of 16 of America's foremost male experts on women has been convened to resolve the issue. Extree. President Trump makes millions of acres of national park land available for uranium mining, executes Captain Planet, deports Ranger Rick, cackles as Yogi Bear slowly starves to death in front of Boo Boo's very eyes. John Muir and Teddy Roosevelt could not be reached for comment, as they were spinning in their graves too rapidly to be heard. Extree, read all about it. This paper's headlines are unrealistically long. Extree, extree. Democratic Senator Al Franken and Republican Representative Trent Franks have both resigned amid sexual harassment allegations and plan to tour together as Let's Be Frank with Franks and Franken, a comedy duo whose jokes take the form of extended apologies. Extree, extree. Trump rallies in Pensacola, Florida, and urges voters to cast their ballots for Roy Moore. Moore himself was unable to attend as he had been banned from that mall the previous summer. Extree, extree. This week in upsetting news, dying polar bear covered in oil from the Dakota Access pipeline spill was able to reach Flint, Michigan before being set ablaze by flaming tap water and succumbing to its burns. Puerto Rico has so far not commented on the situation, likely because our regional offices there still lack power. Extree, extree. Read all about it. In compliance with new FCC ruling, all news programs are now rated MA for adult themes, language, and outright depressingness. Extree, extree. John Lewis refuses to attend dedication of Civil Rights Museum due to presence of Donald Trump. Trump decries Lewis' lack of commitment to civil rights, saying, quote, Frederick Douglass is gonna be real upset when I tell him about this one. Extree, extree. Value of digital cryptocurrency Bitcoin rises dramatically, prompts widespread speculation as to whether this is a temporary bubble, transition into a legitimate global currency, or just the Winklevoss twins fucking around on their cute identical side-by-side computers. Extree, extree. All the news that's fit to do. Trump's probe stumps globe. Extree. Mueller investigation continues amidst accusations from the White House that Mueller's team are not to be trusted. Anti-Trump news is intentionally falsified, and Jared Kushner speaks no English. Extree, extree. A woman who looked directly at the recent solar eclipse has been diagnosed with unique crescent-shaped retinal damage, launching her to international fame almost overnight. Corey Lords, the Indiana man famous for his star-shaped lung tumor, is displeased. Read all about it. Read all about it. President Trump moves U.S. Embassy in Israel to Jerusalem, effectively declaring Jerusalem the capital of Israel and raising the number of foreign capitals he can name to 1. Extree, extree. Brick and Mortar Express, an online store delivering the construction materials brick and mortar via delivery drone, has been closed due to confusion. Extree, extree. Actually, I'm out. That's basically the whole paper. Honestly, you can probably just skip buying it now. I shouldn't have said that. They're going to hit me. I hope that's not true, that they hit him. Well, actually, I hope almost everything he said is not true, but I know a bunch of it is, so fudge. I don't know who would be hitting you in my pocket where I said you live, and I guess now that's canon forever. But yeah, Johnny, go in peace. And a very special thanks to Chris Corlew, composer of our fabulous Extree Extree music. You can find more work from him over at shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com, and Michael Vincent Bramley, the incredible artist who was kind enough to create our Norman Rockwell-esque logo for this show that I'm just absolutely head over heels in love with. So thank you, Michael and Chris. You can find more of Michael's stuff by searching his name or at his Tumblr, Most Valued Bastard. Johnny and I will be back next Tuesday with more Small Beans news and more news from the world as it unfolds. We love you.